Good afternoon, everybody. Getting ready to do your forecast for February 1st through the 11th. Not a whole lot of activity going on this week. We have one planet transitioning into another sign. A couple of days of caution, but other than that, I think that's enough on our plate. But for those of you who do celebrate, want to wish you a very blessed Imbolc or Candlemas, as it is called. It's not just Groundhog's Day today, but this is really all about enjoying the silence of winter and understanding and knowing the seasons and the cycles, and knowing that we are at a midpoint between winter and spring as of today. This is an ancient Celtic and Gaelic holiday, and it is signaling the coming of spring. A lot of people from that part of the world, or people that practice Celtic magic, are embracing and honoring goddess Brigitte today, or Brigide. And for those of you who are not familiar with her, she is one of the pantheons of a goddess in the Celtic path. Notice the word Brigitte has the word bride in it, so she is the bride being married to the green man. And this goddess in particular was loved so much by the Celtic people that the religion had to make her a saint. So a lot of you that live across the pond, Scotland, Ireland, you will know that she was made a saint, Saint Brigide. So little history on that. And if you are into doing magic and working your altar, it's best to do your altar in all white today or yesterday. The herbs you want to use are blackberry, coltsfoot, and ginger. And the decor for your altar really can be anything, but because of the season that it is, white cloth, white candles, and green to represent the green man. This is also a perfect time to plant seeds for growth and abundance, bake cakes. So there's a lot of different things you can do. You can even go online and get some ideas. I'm just throwing a few of them out there at you. And like I said, last night I lit a couple of candles and anointed them, and I engraved symbols and rune work into them. And you make wishes for the people in your household. You could do that today too. It's not too late. So technically from sundown on the 1st through sundown on the 2nd is Candlemas, but it's not too late. Okay. I am still without a computer, so I'm really doing these freelance. I wrote this up while I was sitting in bed last night. And this is your forecast for the next 11 days. Now, we had Venus enter Aquarius yesterday, and it is at 0 degrees. So this is an intense one with a lot of Venus and Aquarian energy. Then when the planet of love moves into freedom-loving Aquarius, expect the unexpected with this placement. Also note, before I get into the Venus part, we are in a stellium of Aquarian energy, meaning we got Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, the Sun, and Mercury all in Aquarius. 5 planets of Aquarian energy. Also, we are Mercury retrograde. So throw in that and, I just knocked my earring off. Throw in that and we've got a lot of energy going on. But souls born with a Venus in Aquarius, this is a person who is very freedom loving. It doesn't mean you can't tie this soul down. This is a soul, anybody with a Venus in Aquarius is not going to tolerate being suffocated, smothered, followed, things like that. This is a very freedom loving placement. So, this placement is all about universal love and freedom, and it's intense magnetism, and it brings interest to the soul in UFOs and technology and science and scientific endeavors, electronics, aerospace, even astrology, because Aquarius rules astrology. Like I said, with this energy, both positive and negative, expect the unexpected. We do have days of caution as well. That is for February 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And we are in a plutonic phase. So you'll hear news about the police. You're going to hear news about Russia. You're going to hear news about rapists, murderers, sex trafficking. This is not a very good energy, and it is in its negative state. So you're going to see a lot of terrorism news around the world. The other day, I'm starting to pull once a week. I pull a tarot card for the week, and I pulled the Towers card, which is a Uranic card, which is actually perfect for the world at large and what is happening. So expect shocking news of some sort to come. Anytime you have the Tower card and you have a platonic phase, even though it's not Uranic energy yet, it's platonic energy. Pluto rules death, drama, life, death, rebirth, transformation. So that will be the mantra for the next few days. Check your bank accounts. Don't go into any crowded places. Stick with the tried and true, and follow the jurisdiction of the stars, and you will see another day. All right, my magical folk. So now, I said, we are in a wanting phase, so the best time to do things such as healing spells, banishing, cleansing, hexing, binding can be all done in this moon energy. I do want to bring up February 3rd and 4th, which is tomorrow and the next day. As the moon cruises through the belt of the zodiac, it's going to be sitting in Scorpio for 2 days. And normally in a waxing moon phase, Scorpio is perfect for any kind of sex magic and magic for lust and things like that. Because it's wanting, this would be a good time to do spells for ailments and healing of issues with sexuality and the genitalia area. Any kind of ailments for that is perfect. Also, on a darker note, any kind of spell work, how do I put this? If you've been betrayed by a lover, cheated on and left, and they've gone to another, if you're going to do something a little darker, this would be the perfect time to cast spell work so that the cheating party can't perform sexually very well. So there you go. February 5th and 6th, we move into a moon in Sagittarius. And with this energy, anything, if you want to do spell work for healing of your animals, because the Sagittarius energy rules the animal world, this is a perfect time to do spell work to heal your animals. You can also bind your animals to you so they don't run away. Perfect time. February 7th and 8th moves into Capricorn. Capricorn is all about government. If you want to do spell work to heal the energies of our political system, please do. Anyway, that's just some suggestions with using the energies of the moon. And we close out the week. We have a new moon in Aquarius on the 11th, and I will be doing the new moon forecast for you guys for that. This also with that, we end the week with days of caution again on the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th. And this is actually the one I'm very worried about. Not that I'm not worried about the one that's here in place now, the platonic one. But I am very, very concerned about this 9th, 10th, and 11th. This is Uranic energy. So this is shocking news. This could be shocking news coming from our government. This could be shocking news coming from the UFO paranormal world. This represents earthquakes and electricity and crazy weather events. Throw in a Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. I'm a little concerned. I might come back on here before, obviously, that phase happens and talk a little bit more about this. This one's kind of short and sweet today. And that is your 11-day forecast. I'm sorry I'm a little late on that. I am going to start doing a tarot card of the week. However, because of such horrible times that we are living in, there's such volatile times and they're very revolutionary, and this energy is going to be all about revolutionary. I'm only pulling a tarot card once a week. I don't think a tarot card of the day is going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, I don't want to keep everyone their heads buried in the sand, but because of the universe and the energies at hand, I think it is best that I stick to just pulling one tarot card a week. And obviously the one I pulled yesterday was the worst one in the deck. And so that tells me that this week is going to be very interesting, with Russia news, police making headlines, death, drama, and chaos coming. Just watch the news and you'll see what I mean. What I am going to do, though, is I am going to end this on an angel card, because an angel card is very positive. And also, if you go to my YouTube channel, and if you like what you hear today, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, my PC is in the shop, so I'm doing this from my phone. And I never realized how much I use my PC until I got rid of it, and it's being fixed. So, before I pull my angel card, I do want to say, because I'm working with a deck of tarot cards that correlates with the method of astrology that I do. I practice the 16th century ancient Nostradamus method, and there is a tarot deck that I'm using. Now, I want to explain this to you. Nostradamus did something very, very different when he had passed away. It was discovered some years later that he was working on a tarot deck of his own. He had completed the major arcana, and he was working on all the different minor arcana. However, there's a little bit, his deck, Nostradamus's deck, which is this one, takes on a different tone. It's not your normal tarot deck. The major arcana is. The minor arcana does not deal with cups, wands, pentacles, or swords. It is dealing with alchemy, and each suit represents something. So, for example, in the Nostradamus deck, and I'm only going to show you a few cards, and I think I've showed you these before. In the Nostradamus deck, he has, besides the major arcana, he has 4 suits as well, but they're not what you think they are. He has the Sun deck, which its alchemy is gold. He has the Moon deck, which alchemy is silver. He has the Spheres deck, which I believe the alchemy in that one is Mercury. There's a book that goes with it. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the right information here. And I made a mistake already. See, I'm not familiar with this, so I have to practice, but I'm very familiar with the major arcana. The stars, he has another suit, the stars. That is represented by the alchemy Mercury. What did I say? The spheres. The spheres are, bear with me. Spheres. Okay, this is the suit of spheres, and it represents the alchemist and the scientist. And the suit of spheres is lead. The alchemy is lead. So it's a very different deck, but I've been working with the major arcana the last couple of days, and I'm starting to work more and more with this because it's kind of amazing how it correlates with my method of astrology. I mean, after all, I am practicing the Great Seer's method, so it would make complete sense for me to use the Great Seer's deck. So I will be working a lot more with that. But today we pull an angel card for you guys. And Spirit, what message do the angels have today for the universe? What message? It's a very good one. Very hard to do for a great many of us, myself included. We drew the forgiveness card. And this is what, this is a very important card. This represents that the universe, the higher spirits want you to forgive. It is the hardest thing to do, is to forgive another, but it's also the most powerful thing to do. When we forgive, we let go of that negative energy. That doesn't mean you don't forget the act that they did, but if you keep harvesting that negative energy inside of you, and I'm speaking from my own personal path on this, with this. Don't let the hatred fester inside you, because it only makes you sicker, mentally and physically and spiritually. Forgiveness. And this message isn't just for us as humans. This also is a message for our political leaders that are in office. This is about forgiving each other and moving forward. This is about forgiving and moving forward. I will read it to you from the book, but forgiveness is one of the hardest things we can do. There's an expression years ago. I don't remember how it went. Something, to forgive is divine. And it's like a very religious expression I've heard my mother say, and I can't remember what it is. So never mind. Things that pop into my head. Forgiveness. All right, forgiveness. With forgiveness, they want you to let go of your anger and resentment towards others or an individual. By drawing this card, your angels guide you to release that anger, release that energy. I think I need to put my glasses on for this because I can't see. They ask you to look at the higher price you pay for being the vessel of anger. And what I just said, don't be that vessel. Let it go. Here, I'm not going to go too much further into this because I pretty much explained it in my own words. But I do want you to know this, and I'm speaking from very personal experience with drawing this card myself in the past. Don't be that vessel for anger because it does make you sick. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, and spiritually. For myself, I forgave, and instead of resenting the hatred that I had, I pity them now. I look at them in pity, but I do forgive. That's what I leave you with today, is forgiveness. All of you out there have a blessed week. Be safe. And I will see you in a few days. Ciao. Blessed be.